Have you ever felt like the weight of the world is on your shoulders? Like every little thing that goes wrong just piles onto an already overwhelming burden? Maybe it's a stressful job, a fractured relationship, or even the day-to-day chaos that makes you feel like you can't take it anymore. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. But what if I told you there's a way to rise above all of it? A way to find calm and strength no matter what life throws your way? It may sound impossible, but there's a simple truth that holds incredible power. You can learn to act as if nothing bothers you. At first, this idea might seem unrealistic or even naive. After all, how can anyone be completely unshaken by the challenges of life? And yet, throughout history, the most remarkable people have demonstrated this ability. They've shown us what's possible when we choose to master our emotions instead of being mastered by them. Consider this quote from C.S. Lewis. "You can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the ending." These words remind us that while we can't control everything that happens to us, we have the power to shape our responses. This mindset is not about pretending that challenges don't exist. Instead, it's about cultivating inner strength and resilience that allows us to remain steady in the face of storms. Think about the moments in your life when you've admired someone's composure. Maybe it was a leader handling a crisis with grace, a parent maintaining patience in the midst of chaos, or a friend offering calm support during a difficult time. Their ability to stay centered wasn't accidental. It was a skill, honed through practice and intention. And the good news is, you can develop it too. In this exploration, we're going to uncover what it means to live with this kind of calmness. We'll look at practical strategies for maintaining your peace, no matter the circumstances. We'll draw inspiration from timeless wisdom, including insights from C.S. Lewis and the Bible, to discover how you can transform the way you handle life's challenges. By the end of this journey, you'll see that acting as if nothing bothers you isn't about suppressing your emotions or pretending to be invincible. It's about stepping into your true power, finding peace in the midst of chaos, and creating a life that reflects the calm confidence you were made for. So take a deep breath and let's begin. Have you ever observed a still lake in the early morning? The water remains calm and undisturbed until something like a thrown rock disrupts its surface. Ripples form, but eventually the lake returns to its natural stillness. Our minds can and should work in the same way, maintaining peace even when life tosses us unexpected stones. This is the essence of emotional control, a state of being where external events cannot permanently disturb your internal calm. The foundation of this mindset lies in a simple but profound truth. You cannot control everything that happens to you, but you can control how you respond. The ability to stay composed during life's storms is not about denying your emotions or pretending to be unaffected. It's about choosing to let those emotions pass through you without clinging to them. C.S. Lewis puts it beautifully. You can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the ending. This wisdom reminds us that our reactions today shape our future peace. By choosing calmness over chaos, we align ourselves with the steady rhythm of a serene and purposeful life. This mindset doesn't come naturally, it must be cultivated. Think of the people you admire, world leaders, emergency responders, or athletes performing under intense pressure. Their secret? They have trained themselves to acknowledge stress without letting it consume them. Instead of spiraling into negativity, they allow themselves a moment to breathe and center their thoughts. The Bible reinforces this practice with timeless guidance. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. John 14:27. This passage invites us to find peace amid turmoil, trusting in a greater strength that supports us when our own feels insufficient. Building emotional control begins with recognizing your triggers. Imagine being stuck in traffic, late for an important meeting. Frustration flares as thoughts like, "Why does this always happen to me?" race through your mind. In this moment, pause. Take a deep breath. Remind yourself, I cannot control this traffic, but I can control how I let it affect me. I will get there when I get there. This shift reframes the situation and frees you from unnecessary stress. Ultimately, emotional control is about balance. You will feel emotions. They are part of being human. The goal is not to eliminate them, but to ensure they don't take the wheel. By practicing this mindset, you empower yourself to navigate life with clarity, resilience, and grace. Life often feels like a series of tests, each designed to see how we react under pressure. Whether it's a long line at the coffee shop, a last-minute change in plans, or a harsh word from someone you love, these small challenges can quickly unravel our calm if we're not careful. The good news: you can train yourself to respond to these moments in ways that preserve your peace and strengthen your resilience. Building positive response habits begins with awareness. The next time you face a frustrating situation, pause and ask yourself, what am I feeling and why? Recognizing your emotions is the first step toward managing them. Too often, we react impulsively, yelling, blaming, or catastrophizing because we haven't paused long enough to assess what's really happening. For instance, imagine someone cuts you off in traffic. Your first instinct might be anger. How dare they? But what happens if you take a deep breath and choose a different perspective? Instead of assuming the worst, tell yourself, maybe they're rushing to an emergency. I'll let this go and stay safe. That simple shift can diffuse your frustration and allow you to move on without carrying unnecessary negativity. The Bible encourages us to cultivate this mindset. A soft answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger. Proverbs 15 verse 1. Choosing calm and kindness in your response can de-escalate not just your emotions but also the situation itself. Practice is key. Start with the small annoyances in daily life. When your coffee order is wrong, resist the urge to snap. Politely ask for a correction, or better yet, let it go and enjoy the drink anyway. When your kids are arguing for the third time in an hour, take a deep breath before addressing the situation calmly. These seemingly minor moments are opportunities to strengthen your emotional muscle. Over time, these habits create a buffer against stress. Instead of reacting instantly and negatively, you'll develop a natural pause, a moment to choose your response thoughtfully. This practice not only protects your peace, but also impacts those around you. Calmness is contagious. By modeling positive habits, you inspire others to do the same. Building positive response habits isn't about being perfect. It's about progress, making small, intentional changes that lead to greater resilience and joy. With consistent effort, you'll find that the situations that used to rattle you lose their power, allowing you to live with greater clarity and composure. History offers countless examples of individuals who maintained remarkable composure in the face of adversity, inspiring others through their unshakable resolve. These great figures remind us that staying calm under pressure is not a sign of weakness, but a profound strength rooted in courage, conviction, and moral clarity. Take Rosa Parks, often called the mother of the civil rights movement. On December 9, 1955, Parks refused to give up her bus seat to a white passenger in Montgomery, Alabama. Her act of quiet defiance wasn't accompanied by anger or aggression, but by a calm determination to stand for justice. Her composure in the face of potential violence and imprisonment sparked a movement that changed the course of history. Parks once said, "I have learned over the years that when one's mind is made up, this diminishes fear. Knowing what must be done does away with fear." Her calm courage teaches us that clarity of purpose can override fear, allowing us to respond to challenges with grace and strength. Martin Luther King Jr. provides another powerful example. Facing threats, violence, and imprisonment, Dr. King advocated for non-violence as a path to equality. His ability to remain calm while leading protests and enduring hostility was a testament to his belief in higher principles. As he famously stated, "The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy." His steadfastness reminds us that composure is a choice, a refusal to be controlled by external circumstances. From a spiritual perspective, the Bible highlights Jesus Christ as the ultimate model of composure. When confronted with betrayal, humiliation, and crucifixion, Jesus responded with forgiveness and unwavering faith. His words on the cross, "Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do," Luke 23:34, exemplify the strength it takes to remain peaceful in the face of unimaginable suffering. These great figures share a common trait. Their calmness wasn't passive, it was a deliberate, active choice. They didn't suppress their emotions. They channeled them into purposeful action. Their examples remind us that cultivating composure is not about avoiding challenges, but about confronting them with dignity, resilience, and an unwavering belief in doing what is right. By drawing inspiration from these extraordinary lives, we too can develop the strength to remain composed and unshaken, becoming a source of light and stability for others in turbulent times. Gratitude is a transformative habit that shifts our focus from what's wrong to what's right in our lives. It's a powerful antidote to stress, negativity, and overwhelm, allowing us to find joy and peace even in challenging circumstances. When we practice gratitude consistently, we train our minds to recognize the good that exists alongside the difficulties, bringing a sense of balance and clarity to our daily lives. Lewis beautifully captures this idea when he writes, "We ought to give thanks for all fortune, if it is good, because it is good, if bad, because it works in us patience, humility, and the hope of our eternal country." This perspective reframes hardships as opportunities for growth, encouraging us to find purpose even in our pain. Gratitude doesn't mean ignoring or minimizing struggles. It's about acknowledging that life's blessings coexist with its burdens. For instance, you may feel overwhelmed by a busy work schedule, but gratitude helps you appreciate the job that supports your family. You might face health challenges, but gratitude shifts your attention to the strength you're building through perseverance. This mindset expands our emotional capacity and deepens our resilience. The Bible reinforces the power of gratitude as a source of peace. Give thanks in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you in Christ Jesus. 1 Thessalonians 5:18. This verse reminds us to cultivate thankfulness not only during good times but also in moments of struggle, trusting that each experience contributes to our growth and faith. Practicing gratitude is a skill that can be developed through simple daily habits. Start by keeping a gratitude journal, where you write down 3 things you're thankful for each day. These can be small moments, like a kind word from a friend or the warmth of the morning sun. The act of writing reinforces positive thought patterns, helping you notice blessings you might otherwise overlook. Another way to practice gratitude is by expressing it directly. Take a moment to thank someone who has supported you or brightened your day. These expressions of appreciation not only uplift others, but also strengthen your emotional connection with them, creating a ripple effect of positivity. Gratitude transforms the way we experience life. It teaches us to embrace the present moment, to find beauty in the ordinary, and to recognize the abundance surrounding us. When we lead with gratitude, we foster a mindset of hope and joy that empowers us to navigate life's challenges with grace. Every person carries a well of untapped strength, a resilience forged through life's trials. Confidence in overcoming challenges doesn't come from a life free of difficulty, but from recognizing the power within us to face adversity and emerge stronger. The truth is, you've already proven this to yourself countless times. You've survived every hard day, every setback, and every storm. C.S. Lewis once said, "Hardships often prepare ordinary people for an extraordinary destiny." This wisdom reminds us that struggles are not meant to break us, but to refine us. They teach us patience, endurance, and the ability to adapt. Each time we rise after falling, we grow a little stronger, a little wiser, and more capable of facing what lies ahead. Think back on the challenges you've overcome, moments when you doubted your strength but still managed to persevere. Perhaps it was navigating financial hardship, rebuilding after a loss, or having a difficult conversation you'd been avoiding. These victories, big or small, are reminders of your capacity to endure and thrive. The Bible reinforces this message of inner strength. "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me." Philippians 4:13. Faith gives us a foundation to stand on, reassuring us that we are never alone in our battles. With divine guidance and our God-given resilience, we are equipped to handle life's trials with courage. Confidence grows when we face challenges head-on rather than avoiding them. Each time we confront fear, disappointment, or failure, we expand our capacity to overcome. This self-assurance creates a cycle. The more challenges we overcome, the more confident we become, enabling us to face future difficulties with poise. By remembering our past triumphs and leaning on faith, we cultivate the confidence needed to meet life's challenges, knowing we are stronger than we realize. Self-awareness is the foundation of emotional intelligence and personal growth. It is the ability to recognize and understand your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, allowing you to respond to life's challenges with clarity and intention. Without self-awareness, we risk being controlled by unconscious reactions, often escalating stress and conflict rather than resolving it. C.S. Lewis emphasized the importance of introspection when he said, "We are what we believe we are." Self-awareness invites us to examine those beliefs, question the narratives we tell ourselves, and reshape them for the better. By understanding what triggers our emotions, we gain the power to choose our responses rather than being driven by impulse. The Bible also highlights the value of reflection and self-examination. "Search me, God, and know my heart. Test me and know my anxious thoughts." Psalm 139:23. This verse reminds us to approach our inner world with humility and openness, seeking divine wisdom to guide our growth. Cultivating self-awareness starts with paying attention to your thoughts and feelings in the moment. When you notice a strong emotional reaction, anger, frustration, or fear, pause and ask yourself, why am I feeling this way? What belief or expectation is behind this emotion? This simple act of inquiry shifts your focus from reacting to reflecting. Practices like journaling and mindfulness meditation can deepen your self-awareness. Journaling allows you to process emotions and recognize patterns in your thinking, while meditation helps you observe thoughts without judgment, creating space for calm and clarity. Self-awareness is not about criticizing yourself, it's about understanding yourself. The more you explore your inner world with compassion, the more empowered you become to make intentional choices, improve relationships, and navigate challenges with grace. It's a lifelong practice that unlocks your potential to live authentically and purposefully. Knowledge is powerful, but it only transforms our lives when we put it into action. Applying the principles of emotional intelligence, gratitude, and self-awareness in daily life requires consistent practice and intention. By taking small, deliberate steps, we can create lasting habits that lead to greater peace and resilience. Start by identifying everyday situations where you can practice what you've learned. For instance, when you encounter minor annoyances, such as being stuck in traffic or dealing with a rude comment, pause and apply the tools of self-awareness. Instead of reacting impulsively, take a deep breath and ask yourself, is this worth my energy? More often than not, you'll find that it's better to let it go and move on. C.S. Lewis reminds us, integrity is doing the right thing, even when no one is watching. This speaks to the importance of practicing these lessons consistently, even in the small, unnoticed moments. It's in these seemingly insignificant choices that we build the foundation for handling life's larger challenges with grace. Another powerful way to turn knowledge into action is by starting each day with intention. Take a moment in the morning to reflect on what kind of person you want to be. Calm, patient, and kind, and carry that intention into your interactions. If you falter, don't judge yourself harshly. Simply recommit to the practice. Set achievable goals for building new habits. For example, if gratitude is your focus, write down 3 things you're thankful for each evening. If self-awareness is your goal, spend 5 minutes in quiet reflection or meditation daily. Over time, these small actions compound, creating profound shifts in your mindset and behavior. Transformation happens through practice. By intentionally applying what you've learned, you can turn knowledge into a powerful tool for creating a life of balance, strength, and emotional freedom. One of the most beautiful aspects of personal growth is its ripple effect. When you cultivate calmness, gratitude, and self-awareness in your own life, you naturally inspire and uplift those around you. Your actions, more than your words, become a living example of resilience and emotional intelligence, encouraging others to follow your lead. Think about a time when you were in the presence of someone who radiated positivity and composure. Perhaps it was a teacher, a mentor, or even a family member. Their ability to remain calm in stressful situations likely put you at ease and made you feel supported. This is the quiet power of leading by example. When you embody peace and grace, others will sense it, even without you saying a word. C.S. Lewis said, Don't shine so others can see you. Shine so that through you others can see Him. This wisdom reminds us that inspiring others isn't about seeking attention or praise. It's about reflecting qualities that bring light and hope to those around us. Your steady presence can encourage a colleague to approach a problem more calmly, or help a loved one see the brighter side of a tough situation. The Bible also calls us to influence others positively. Let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. Matthew 5:16. By living with integrity, patience, and kindness, you create a safe and uplifting environment for others to grow. To inspire others, start by listening more and reacting less. Offer words of encouragement when someone is struggling, and be patient when others are overwhelmed. Small acts of understanding can have a profound impact. Over time, your consistent example of strength and empathy can spark positive change in your relationships, your community, and beyond. Your journey toward inner peace and resilience begins with a single choice: the decision to take control of your mind and emotions. It's not about perfection, but progress, choosing each day to respond to life's challenges with grace and strength. Imagine a life where stress no longer dictates your mood, where you approach setbacks with calm confidence, and where you inspire those around you with your unshakable composure. That life is within your reach. Start small. Take the lessons from this video and apply them in your daily life. When frustration arises, pause, breathe, and choose your response. Reflect on moments of gratitude, even in the smallest things, and remind yourself of the strength you've shown in the past. As you practice, these small steps will build habits that transform your outlook and your relationships. C.S. Lewis once said, "There are far, far better things ahead than any we leave behind." This is your invitation to step forward into a better version of yourself, one rooted in peace, gratitude, and unwavering strength. If this message resonates with you, share it with someone who could benefit from it. Together, let's create a ripple effect of calmness and positivity, inspiring others to rise above life's challenges and live with purpose. As we come to the end of this journey, let's pause to reflect on the powerful lessons we've explored together. Life is unpredictable, full of both joys and challenges, but within that unpredictability lies the opportunity to choose how we respond, to build a life anchored in peace, gratitude, and resilience. C.S. Lewis once wrote, "You can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the ending." These words remind us that no matter where we've been or how many times we've faltered, each day offers a fresh chance to choose a better path. It's not about erasing the struggles, but about transforming them into stepping stones toward growth and wisdom. Imagine the possibilities of living with an unshakable calm. Picture yourself navigating life's storms with grace, no longer letting minor annoyances or setbacks steal your joy. When you embody this mindset, you're not only improving your own life, you're creating a ripple effect that touches everyone around you. Your calm inspires calmness in others, your gratitude sparks gratitude, and your strength encourages others to find their own. The Bible beautifully affirms this calling. Let the peace of Christ rule in your hearts, since as members of one body you were called to peace, and be thankful. Colossians 3:15. By letting peace guide us, we align ourselves with a higher purpose, becoming a beacon of hope and strength for those in need. Of course, this journey isn't about perfection. It's about persistence. There will be days when you feel overwhelmed, when you stumble and lose your footing. In those moments, remind yourself that growth is a process. Every step forward, no matter how small, is progress. Every challenge faced with grace is a victory. As you move forward, take these lessons to heart and begin to practice them daily. Start small, pausing before you react, expressing gratitude, and taking time for self-reflection. Over time, you'll find that these small shifts lead to profound changes. You'll not only transform your own life, but also inspire those around you to rise above the chaos and live with intention. I leave you with these words of encouragement. Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. Philippians 4:6. Trust in your ability to navigate life's challenges with courage and faith, knowing that peace and strength are already within you. You have the power to shape your story. Choose to live with grace, resilience, and gratitude. And as you do, may your journey become an inspiration to others, creating a brighter, calmer, and more compassionate world. Now, take a deep breath, step into your day, and let your inner peace guide you forward. Your best days are ahead.